Hi, I'm Kyle, and this is White Collar Wisdom. Today you're joining us for our very first channel update. Yay! I wonder if I have video effects that I could make cool stuff happen there. Software probably does. I don't know how to use it though. So today I want to give you a quick rundown of some of the things we've already covered and then give you a sneak peek into what you can expect next from this channel. So I have to use my cheat sheet periodically here. We got a lot to cover, so and I couldn't remember all these numbers. So let me go ahead and jump into that right now. Since we've joined YouTube on May 22nd, 05/22/2020, which is just over 2 months now, we've had 2,262 views of our videos. There have been 81 people that have subscribed to our channel. Thank you. And we have released and currently have published 13 videos. So you were a part of all that. Thank you. If you're watching this and you subscribed, thank you. You've helped to continue to motivate me along the way, and I enjoy doing this, so that's been helpful. So what have I learned? Well, personally, what have I learned? I've learned that I say filler words a lot. You know, and are probably my three biggest ones, and I'm remarkably painfully aware of them when I say them. So you'll see me sometimes stop the video. Oh, see, I said it again there, that kind of thing. Anyway, things that make us unique. So what have I learned about professional development? What have I learned about business? What have I learned about life from the 11 book reviews I've already posted in the last 2 months? A lot. To summarize two of the big ones that seem to come up a lot or were overlapped in a lot of the books and concepts, the biggest one is by far time management. It seems like every single thing that involves the success or failure of a person in business came down to time management, successful time management, I should say. That was a big one. I think that between Atomic Habits and Effective Executive, links below, I think that those really summed up how time can work for or against you. James Clear, the Atomic Habits one, I think he said, good habits make time your ally, bad habits make time your enemy. Something like that. Probably misquoted him. Sorry, James Clear is very smart. You should read his book. So the other one's going to be communication. The number one breakdown in a lot of things, a lot of people want the same things, or at least very similar things, outcomes, I should say. It just seems like the biggest disagreements that we have and the friction that we have along the way, friction I like to call it, is that it's not the what we want, it's the how we think we should get there type of thing. It's not the results, it's the methods. And that's a lot of times where people's biggest sources of agreements come from within a professional environment. So, and personal probably too, but those are some of the things that I've learned in regards to that. Now, as far as my videos go, there's a few reasons, well, there's a lot of reasons people watch these. I mean, it's a book summary video, right? It's kind of a narrow market, narrow niche. There shouldn't be a lot of reasons, but there's probably three big ones that I've noticed in the feedback that I've gotten from, friends and family and, subscribers here and there. The number one reason people watch my videos is because they want to know if reading the book is worthwhile. When people search for the book and they come to this video, the book review video, they're trying to see, what's this all about? Is it worth me spending, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours of my time reading it? So that's a big reason. That's a big thing too. And that goes back to what I talked about before, time management. That's smart, see if it's worth your while. So the next one's going to be people who really want to learn. They just don't like reading. It's either impossible for them to make themselves sit down, open an actual book up and stare at it, or even to listen to an audiobook. They want the knowledge, they want to learn, but it's just very difficult for them to try to listen or read to it and retain all the knowledge. And I guess the third reason people watch these reviews would be either somebody else was reading the book and talking about it and they wanted to know what to say next. They wanted to be a part of the conversation next time it came up. Or, like someone, their boss told them to read it, and that was 4 weeks ago, and they're going to talk about it in their meeting tomorrow, and they didn't even look at it. So anyway, you're welcome for all those times I saved you. All right, what else we got here on the notepad? Yeah, I don't review every book that I read. again, I think that I'm actually going to do a video about this. So if you're interested to see the books that I will not review on here, once it's released, I'll put the link in the description below. If you scroll down there and it's not there, I haven't released it yet. But hey, real quick, I just thought of something. While you're down there, go ahead and click the like button. Very nice. There's some books that just don't make good summaries, and there's also a lot of books that will cover like 12 different things. And I mean, which one am I going to pick? I'm not going to go through all 12. Then you're looking at like a 30-minute video. The book's probably 6 hours long, and they're going to be able to explain every single part of it. I don't know. I just don't think that that's going to be a value or benefit to you, and I don't think it's going to be an efficient use of your time. You're going to spend a half an hour with me learning what the book's about, and then go spend the next 6 hours reading it. Just skip the half hour with me and read the book. There's also ones that I think are extremely conceptual that the author does just a fine job of as is. I don't think that there needs to be any more elaboration on it. Or it's extremely conceptual and it's a very simple concept. It's something that probably didn't need a book, but whatever. That's neither here nor there. There's some very successful TED Talks that should have stayed TED Talks and never been books. So, enough rambling and ranting. Sneak peek for the future and what's next for White Collar Wisdom. Well, a couple things. Number one, and this will be a core for White Collar Wisdom, I will continue to read and post videos about business and self-improvement books, okay? I try to find books that overlap those two areas or they're business related, but I don't like to do books that are just personal development because I don't know, I think that's not really falling in line with white collar wisdom, that's just wisdom. So, but there's plenty of books that bridge the gap. There's plenty of books that are, like Atomic Habits, for example. That's more personal development, but it absolutely applies to business. You can absolutely create better habits at work. Then there's other books like 1 Minute Manager that absolutely could be applied to your home life. For example, out of that book, both the links for those, the links for both those videos I'll put below in the description. But in 1 Minute Manager, another time management type of book, he talks about 1 minute praisings and 1 minute reprimands. That doesn't have to be at work. You can use that with your kids to help them, 1 minute praisings, 1 minute reprimands. That'll absolutely be effective. I think he actually did a book on like 1 minute parenting or something like that. I'm very sorry to the author because it's brilliant work. If I just completely butchered the title of that book that you did, I'm sorry. Anyway, you know what? Just because I did such a bad job of explaining that, I'll go ahead and link to his book below that talks about the parenting aspect of it. But yeah, so those are going to be ones that overlap that. So that's kind of be my focus, right? More books that are focused on that. But I'm going to do a couple other things. Number one, I'm going to talk more about the books. I want to do some videos where I talk about, hey, what are 5 good books for like a new manager to read? Or what are 3 good books to help me with time management? Or what are, that kind of thing. I want to do videos that help to bring together a couple recommendations and some concepts from those recommendations to give you sort of a better idea of what you can look for and expect in that. And so that's going to be one thing. The next thing I'm going to be doing is I already shot, I'm going to be editing and uploading soon a video about how you can enjoy reading. And again, one of the types of people that watches my videos, they just can't stand reading. Well, I think I can help some of those people enjoy reading again. All right. I think there's an easy solution to it. I'll post the link to that below. If you don't see it below, I haven't released it yet. But again, like before, if you're down there, hey, go ahead and click the like button. So that's one of them. And then the new thing, I'm actually really excited about this. I personally like to have music going when I'm working. I think it helps, especially like a constant beat type of music. You keep me going, keep me energized and focused. So I put together a couple of, I call them productivity mixes. And what it is it's a 1 hour long each video with like cool backgrounds. Like one is drone footage through like cities with buildings and all sorts of stuff. And another one is going to be, it's the same thing as that, but like nightlife, like it goes through cities at night and it captures that kind of stuff. I have one that the third one is like drone footage going over like beaches, tropical beaches with the, like waves crashing and stuff, people surfing, like really nice looking resorts, that kind of stuff. But the thing is that these are designed with the active worker in mind. So these are going to be 100% safe for work. No weird images that you can't have up on your screen when your boss walks in, right? It's not going to be a bunch of like heavy vocal music with people screaming. No annoying rhythms or beats or 10-minute build-ups to like techno mixes, that kind of crap. None of that, okay? It's just going to be stuff that's designed for people at work. And then what I'll do is in that 1 hour block, at 20 minutes, 40 minutes, and 60 minutes, I'll have like the White Collar Wisdom logo flash on the screen so that you kind of have like a timer mark to know where you're at. That way, if it's just on, if you got like a dual monitor set up, or if you have your monitor set up, you're using a notepad to work, whatever it may be. But either way, try to help you work better, right? Give you some background noise to be more productive. So that's a big thing. I'm going to be doing 5 of those. 3 of them are already done and uploaded. They're scheduled for release. They'll be released after this. I'll link below in the description. And that's going to be a big one. I think that was pretty much all I had for this update. Oh, yeah. If there's a book that you want me to review, post it in the comments below, please. I have a bunch of books already lined up that I'm reading, but I can add that to the list, number one. Or if it's already on my list, and I don't have a particular order, I can move that to the top and we could potentially get that one on the channel soon. So even if you've already read it and you just want to know like my thoughts on it, post it in the comments below. I'd be happy to take a look at it and I'd like to hear from you. So that's all I got for today. All that stuff I talked about. If you want to make sure that you see it when I release it, subscribe to the channel. And then next to that subscribe button, there's a little bell icon. You can click that. It'll notify you each time I release the videos. Either way, thank you for all the support, and thank you for watching all the videos. Thanks for all the likes. Thanks for all the comments. Thanks for all the subscribers. I really do appreciate it. We are a small channel, but I look forward to growing with you together. So I think it's time for my tagline. Thanks again for watching White Collar Wisdom.